Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very happy and pleased to be back in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you this evening. So thank you, everyone, for coming in and just giving everyone a few moments to join in with us and sit in our Sacred Circle. Hello, Julia. Welcome, my dear. So, wow, how's everyone enjoying this full moon? Well, it was at its fullest point at 2:33 a.m. this morning. That's Eastern time. So it's those that were east to us experienced it later in the morning. I do believe. No, wait a minute. They're 5 hours ahead. So they experienced it. So yesterday. And today, just the span for everyone. So we're still feeling it, though, the effects, because this was a really big, huge supermoon, and it really was very, very big, or still is, I should say. I shouldn't say was. It's still beautiful in the sky. I was looking at the moon, and it was just like, oh, so beautiful. And wow. Anyway, and yet so powerful, so very, very powerful. I had a hard time, I really had a hard time trying to rest. I think Friday I had a hard time, and crescendoing up to it, and then it's like, oh, okay, this weekend, and today's just been kind of relaxed. But let me just say, I got a lot done when I get supercharged like that too. It's like, it's just a lot of cleaning, a lot of things. So, okay, you had trouble sleeping all week, Chris. Yeah. Hello, Maureen. Hello, Wendy. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. And so it seems like we're having a little, okay, that's fine, issue with the live stream on YouTube. I thought we were going to go live there, but okay, that's fine. Maybe something happened. So y'all are right in the right place, so it's fine. We're all good. So anyway, okay. So much to talk about and to share, and I was having a lot too during this, or this full moon time. A lot of information was coming in, and it's just, okay, hold on. It always hits you when you're doing things, or it's funny because it's like I sit down and want to journal, and then sometimes the information comes, but it really comes like, it increases if you just hit this peaceful stance. It hits at you even more. If I wash dishes, put my hands in the water, oh yeah, it really, really comes in. That kind of thing. And then it's just like, okay, hold on. It always just seems to hit you at a time when it's like, I got to go grab a piece of paper, and a pen and write all this down. And so, but all right. So I've shared this before. It's from Astro Seek. I really am impressed with it. So of course today's the full moon. The organs influenced by the moon sign of Leo. It's the heart, the blood pressure, aorta, and blood circulation. So I think that's interesting to pay attention to, or how this particular site mentions the organs influenced, because we can actually feel all sorts of things going on. Now, so they're talking about the heart. Do you know how many posts I've seen on social media about people going to the emergency room for heart palpitations or for heart issues, or they're not sure, they were having some kind of pressure in the heart? And it's interesting too that we are continuously getting uploads and upgrades during each full and new moon. So here we go. And that's just kind of interesting. Is there a coincidence? There's no coincidence. Hello, Amy. Thank you for joining. And of course, in the waxing, I've seen this trend in the waxing up to the full moon, the crescendoing to the full moon. It's not recommended to have surgery at all. And today's a big no-no for any type of surgery. If it's an emergency surgery, that's different. All right. But it's this surgery that can be scheduled. You know, you can reschedule a surgery if you don't like the date or it's not in the stars. I'm serious. Even the surgeons and doctors kind of, oh my gosh, well, I have to redo my schedule. It's whatever. I'm going to make it for my highest and greatest, not for your schedule. So just keep that in mind. All right. So that's always interesting. And that's Astro Seek. They let you know every day, what phase the moon is, what sign it's in. And because right now it's on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, and tomorrow it moves more into the Virgo and moves into pancreas, small intestine, and digestive tract. So notice that's going to move from the heart and the blood and go down. So hello, Robin. So just find that fascinating, and just thought I would share that with you. So the message that I had received at the end of the week, last week, like around Friday, message that I did receive was a message to all of us. All right, is that with everything that's happening, and again, news, social media, it's I wrote it down here. So let me just read this message. I'm going to read it how it came in. So it is never easy to witness upheaval for humans, animals, or the earth, and Lady Gaia, pretty much for any living being, right? However, we all have chosen to be here, right now. And guess what? To be midwives to the golden energies that have started to be birthed. Isn't that beautiful? We are the midwives, helping to birth this new golden energy. Remember, 2032, 12 years from now, is the beginning of peace on earth. So, of course, there's a lot that's happening. In chaos is birth. This is the birthing process of the 5D earth. Lady Gaia, Mother Earth, right? Power stuff. Wow. All right, so let me continue on with the message. So powerful, it made my camera blip. All right, Archangel Metatron will ensure that we are all living in the right place at the right time to stay focused and balanced. What do I mean by the right place and the right time? Many of you may feel like you're not in the right home, in the right dwelling. You may feel like I need to move. You may feel, and it's not just your home. It could be you need to move to another city, to another state, maybe to another country. Maybe you need to move out of your job, make a change job-wise. Maybe you need to make a move in a relationships-wise. A lot of us are having relationships that are disintegrating, falling apart, and there's a reason why that's happening. It's so that everything for your highest and greatest can get put back together. Things that aren't working falls apart, and then it comes back together for your highest and greatest in the high vibrational energies. All right, so that's beautiful. I've noticed that when Archangel Metatron comes in, I usually hear everything from the left. When Archangel Metatron comes in, it's very strong and it's from the right. And so I know it's him. And I've tested it. And so you could do this too, but Metatron is one that we need to really be working with during this ascension process. All right. So continue to work with Archangel Metatron. And I'm going to take a break here for just one moment. And I ask them to hold it. Once you open up and start channeling, you just, wow, it's beautiful. But I always forget to go through my little promo. Many of you already know my website. You know how to find me. There's a green button below. It says Rev Tiffany's website for those that are watching on the live show at Crowdcast. And you can just click on that and it'll take you to my website. There's my services there. Everything, most of you already know this, but there might be a chance that somebody's watching for the very first time. So all this information, whether you're watching this in Crowdcast, even on YouTube, we'll have the links. In social media, we'll have links to, we'll have my information and website information. I would like to take a moment to also talk about, there's a new show that's going to start tomorrow on Patreon. Goldylocks Productions has a Patreon channel. And it's this show, we're going to start doing a show every week, every Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And I know it might be hard for some people. I've got to work. Okay. I'm going to give you the link to this first show. But you can always come back here and watch it if you are a Patreon member. This is for us to, of course, increase our Patreon membership, our VIPs, but it's a great way for many of you who do support and watch. It's really a VIP membership. It's a chance for us to return the favor to our VIP patrons and viewers and supporters by offering so many great perks that we do with Patreon. So there's 2 levels. There's a $3 level, and I have a joke about just, hey, $3 is the cost of an iced coffee. I'm drinking my iced coffee. So y'all can buy me an iced coffee. And we do have the $3 iced coffee level. We have 2 there, Carol Ann Carey and then Suzanne Wyman. Cheers. And then we do have the $10 level. And the $10 level, you get more perks as far as there's monthly drawings for all the $10 members. And they receive a free 30-minute reading or healing session with myself. And there's other perks. Last month, we had 2 winners, and one received the Angel Oracle deck. It was Robin, right? Yeah. So it's share with your friends and your family. Share everyone that would be interested in this. But tomorrow starts, it's called the Spiritual View. Now we can only have 4 people on it at one time. So it's 4 show hosts from Goldylocks Productions. We're all doing this as a thank you to our VIP fans and patrons. Okay. This will be every week, Monday at 4 p.m., the Spiritual View. It's like, you heard The View, but this is a spiritual twist on this. There's not going to be any readings given in any of these shows. All the show hosts, we have our own personal shows to give messages and to do some deep channeling on. This is just, we're going to discuss maybe things in the news. Maybe we're going to discuss, and what I mean by news is like things that's going on. We're going to talk about very human situations and how we're going to balance this with the spiritual beings that we are, how we're going to keep it in harmonious alignment and deal with very human issues. Yes, hello, we are human. We go through these things. We're going to have moments where we just want to scream, to yell, to curse, and that's fine. Hello, human. Now let's merge and ascend into our harmonious balance and to the beings, the spiritual beings that we are, and transcend the situation, transcend our feelings, transcend the whole situation. All right. And so that's what that is for. It's almost, I want to say, it's kind of like, it's not going to be as cutthroat and controversial and bickering, but we may have some show hosts that don't agree with some of the things, and that's beautiful. Watch how we work all that out. And it's so just, we look for input too from the viewers to share. You can watch from Crowdcast and comment like here. You will ask for your Patreon credentials because this is for patrons only. Or you can watch from the Goldylocks Productions channel on Patreon. You can watch from there as well. Okay. So 4:00 p.m. Oh, good. Great. Amy. Yay. Okay. And so, yes, and Amy's a Patreon. She's a $10 Patreon member. Thank you so much, Amy. So this is a perk. This is a thank you. We get to talk about, it's almost like, okay, we already have Sacred Circle. We can talk about a lot of things here, but we talk about a lot of things that maybe are, I want to say normal people. It's normal. May not talk about or even consider or think about. We go really deep here. And so this is the whole point of the show is to help everyone, even gather in some 3D people who are on the fence and who about ascending and they want to ascend. So it's supposed to help everyone, whether it's like spiritual counseling, spiritual guidance. Let's do this. It's we want to help as many people as we can, and it's also to have some fun. Have some fun. You get to see sides of us, hopefully, that many of you don't see on our shows. And some of the show hosts are radio, so you don't even see them. All right. So they are going to, so tomorrow at 4 p.m., it's going to be Laura Romero. She's an angel intuitive. All right. Her shows are Tuesdays at 11 a.m. So many of you, and that's radio. So you get to see Laura Romero, the angel intuitive. Caroline Carey, the psychic medium, she switched to TV Thursday nights at 8. So some of you may have seen her. She's a very good medium. And she's brought us some great messages from my loved ones on the other side, including my pets. And let's see. Reverend Brian Rawls, and then myself, and that's the 4th. So that we're first up tomorrow, the show debut, 4 p.m. Next week, I know so far it's Melissa Parks and Suzanne Wyman. She's our newest member, and myself, and then whoever. I'm still waiting for the 4th person. All right. So it's fun. We're gonna take it into a different direction and just see how it goes and see how it grows. All right. And again, though, we enjoy the feedback and any questions, pertaining to the topic of the show. So tomorrow's topic is going to be about love and relationships because it's Valentine's week. Anyway. And so tune in tomorrow. So I hope we'll start to see if an hour is enough for 4 of us talking, chit-chatting. And but you'll be able to witness the inaugural the show debut. And even if you can't catch it live, you want to join Patreon, all the posts unlock when you become a Patreon. We have some non-public, they're Patreon-only posts, and only patrons can see them. But if I make a post for public, you can read those if you go there now. You just can't read posts that are locked. So it does have its membership has its perks, most definitely there. And like I said, just share the information, share the show, share, and maybe others will come in as well. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Yeah. Is that everything I'm supposed to talk about now? This is my spirit guides. Sometimes they're like, my goodness, you didn't promote yourself again. And I'm like, but they know me. They know how to find me. But this is exciting. It's about tomorrow. And just know that Patreon, it helps with production costs. There's a lot of production costs that go on. And I'm just a one-woman show behind the scenes. Well, of course, with the angels, my angelic committee. Can't leave them out. Man, they help me tremendously. I wouldn't be here if I didn't listen to them guiding me. You're going to do this. What? Okay. Anyway. So it helps tremendously with that. It really does. So, okay. Deep breath. See, that takes me out of my comfort zone. I promote a lot of people. I help promote, but to talk about myself, it's hard, isn't it? And so it's like, just get out the comfort zone. Again, more and more, we're all being pushed out of our comfort zones, aren't we? Most definitely we are. All right, I want to discuss something. I do want to give some messages too, but I do want to share a conversation that my younger sister, one of my younger sisters, and I had today. She was asking me, what is spiritual enlightenment? No. Let me read the text. Oh, no. Spiritual awakening. What is spiritual awakening? So I'm going to ask each of you, and you can put your comments in, and we'll share. If you want to share, we'll share. What does spiritual awakening mean to you? Go ahead and put your comments in, because it was really, she was confused. Not, I don't say she's confused, because she's made great strides and great improvements, and she's already hit her spiritual awakening, but I want her to realize that. And I feel like the spiritual awakening is that aha moment where we trust and surrender, drop out of our mind into our sacred heart center, and discover the treasures that's within that and within our sacred heart center. And I want to talk more about that, but I want to see what everyone's comments are. I've missed a comment from Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. That is very interesting. For some reason, about 2 weeks ago, I started to ask Archangel Metron to start helping me when I do my daily prayers, but I did not know why. Now I do. Oh, yes. Yes, Chris, right? Archangel Metatron has been coming through a lot, even if you deal with one or two. I mean, Archangel Michael, hey, you deal with him a lot of the healing angels. And so, but Metatron is really serious in working with us. And so I think that's beautiful, Chris. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, Maureen, to you, spiritual awakening means to be the true you. Yes, I love that. See, I love it. Yay! Anyone else? What does spiritual awakening mean to you? To be true. I mean, and if you agree, then sometimes it's hard to articulate, right? Wendy, I feel I had several. One was a near-death experience. Another was a job loss. It pushed me to find myself. That's it. And sometimes that awakening is that near-death experience, is that kick in the pants. It is something that stirs you up. It is something that strips you down and makes you get back up and rebuild, right? Being aware of your true self. Yes, Robin, yes. And where is your true self? In that sacred heart center, right? Realizing you're your true self, not the self that your mind, that society, that your parents, that your family has told you that you are. Your true self, or love and relationships, right? Julia, realizing there's more going on than what we see on the surface. It's a deeper meaning and connection. I love these. Oh, they're beautiful. Thank you so much, Chris. I think your awakening happens when you trust and believe in your angels and guides and know they are leading you in the correct direction. No questions are required because you have the faith and the belief. I love that. Yes, yes. And I do believe I use those words with my sister. It's faith and belief too. Julia, and that we're more than this one life. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that we're more than just ourselves, because we're all connected. And when we realize that, it's mind-blowing. And there really isn't a lot of words to articulate that. And so so I think I briefly touched on this, but I couldn't find it in past shows to share with her. But I did talk about, like, some spiritual teachers consider that we have 4 aspects of ourselves. It's mind, body, emotional self, and then soul. There's 4. But how the energies that I work in and how I've been shown is 3: mind, body, soul. Now, is there a right or wrong way? No, it's just how we look at things. So I did ask when I heard about sometimes people using the 4 body planes, little bangs, that drive me crazy. Anyway, the 4 life, the 4 planes for us, or how many are there and does it matter? And they're like, well, here it is. Hello, Sarah. Is that it's right either way, 3 or 4, however people want to look at it, that's fine. I always associate 4 and the number 4 and 4s with the angels. So 3 to me was like the Trinity. Trinity is repeated in history, is repeated in every living being, the number 3333, the Trinity. All right. And, mind, body, soul, the negative, the positive in the center, the harmonious balance. That's 3. That's 3 aspects of us. It just, the masculine, the feminine, and then both. There's always that center balancing part, right? So hold on, I'm gonna get back to that in just one moment. I see another answer come up. Another comment. Laura, I think spiritual awakening is when we become aware of and allow spirit to teach you and help you to grow in the highest version of yourself. Yes, that's beautiful, Laura. Absolutely. And that takes the trust and the surrender. So when I asked my angelic committee, and on my angelic committee, there's guides, all right? There's not just humans, there's all different types of beings of guides. And there's star teachers, there's a council of light. There's a lot of beings that sit on this committee. So I asked them to show me where the emotion fits in. Then if I'm doing mind, body, and soul, am I missing emotion? They're like, no. Emotion, and I'm going to talk about your sacred heart center. We know this. We all know this. That's that heart chakra. It's in the center of your chest. Sacred heart center. Emotions is that door with a lock, or the lock, so to speak, to that temple deep within you. All right? And so you have the door, you have the lock. There's 2 sentient beings guarding this door as well. We'll get back to those in a minute. So the door with the lock, and this is why the lock and the key is so significant in ancient spiritual teachings. All right. So what's the key to unlock the door to your sacred heart center, to get into that treasure of deep within, to our soul? All right. How do we access that? Now, we haven't been taught how to access that. We should have no door, no hinges, because it's us, it's who we are. However, being on such a low density, very thick 3D planet, we forgot who we were, and we're taught restrictions and doors. And so the emotions, what's the key to unlock this door is your emotions must be in complete balance. That's the combination. That's the lock, whether it's actual key. The key has to be properly balanced. The key has to be in harmonious balance. You put the key in and you open the door. Ta-da! Notice that when we have whatever it is that awakens us, that end result is always, I've had enough. Surrender. Fine. I'm tired of fighting myself. I'm tired of fighting. I don't give up, but I know I need to do something different. That's the surrender. Drop. We drop from a mind of overthinking, bam, right into that sacred heart center. And when we reach just that moment of peace and tranquility, of I don't know where the heck I'm going, but I trust, click, the door opens and we go in. So the emotions is the combination lock to our door. Now, does this sound familiar to the door? What door was Jesus knocking on? I'm going to knock 3 times. Do you hear me knocking? Wow, our Christ consciousness. He was trying to give us the message too, right? Are we going to let them in? Are we going to let ourselves in? Right? But are we going to trust enough to go into that deep within and have a conversation with all these ascended masters and divine beings? We have all the answers that to everything we could ever ask and ever wonder about. They are held within us. And that's the treasure hunter. X marks the spot. Yeah, right there. There it is. That's our treasure. And it is definitely priceless when you work there. And that's why meditation is important. Meditation teaches you to be in harmonious alignment, to unlock that door and to get in. Now, there's always two sentient beings that guard anything when you think about some of the physical structures that are built. In archaeology, in art, everything. When I have gone into people's homes and properties and done energy clearings for them, or just check the property out, when there's portals, they're protected too, two sentient beings. And it's like, okay, I know this is your property, but we don't really own anything. And you hadn't built on this part, just leave this part alone, because there's guardians right here. We're not supposed to go over here. Because they're guarding something, whether it's an energy portal, whether it is a suppression holding down and containing a bunch of negative energy if something really bad happened there. Or Earth has to vent too. Maybe it's a portal or a vent, not a physical volcano vent, but it's an energetic vent. Mother Earth has to offload as well. Those places are heavily protected. And this is where a lot of paranormal don't understand when they go and they say, I was scratched. Well, because you didn't listen. You didn't hear the no trespassing. And they had to warn you. And they can be, I've seen Native American protectors, animal protectors, dragons, who are the sentinel beings besides you? It could be Anubis, it could be snakes. It could be who, because they're living beings, all living beings. This is why we've always had this innate divine attraction to columns like that, and in twos and in pairs. So when the World Trade Towers went down, everyone was devastated on a soul level because they represent masculine and feminine. They represent those two sentient beings, and they're angels too. Angels are most definitely the sentient guardians. That's why it hit all of us much deeper than we ever probably realized that it would. When we keep things in balance, by the door, every custom has them, whether they're food dogs or they're angels or there's two of something guarding your door. We do it now, don't we? Interesting, huh? Even if it's just two plants, but we're doing that. We are instinctively setting up and protecting our temples, our home, our Sacred Heart Center. All right, we are sacred temples. So that's really interesting. Delve into that a little bit more. And we're going to do an exercise here. Try to fit everything in. We're going to do an exercise here too. Probably do that first, I'm hearing. Okay, we'll do that in a few minutes before I give messages. And we do this, we've sent healing out, but we're going to really go deep and to really send some energy out, to really feel where it's working in your body, in your aura or your luminous energy field, where you're just going to really feel it and connect and just feel such an intense vibration of love. Like I know all of you have. All right. Yep. Okay. So they want us to move into this now. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were going to do this. I like to warn you a lot of times to go grab your crystals if you have crystals. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to do a little bit of work with us. I'm going to advise, it's advised not to, actually, no, wait, come on. What do you want? Those who know how to properly use Lemurian crystals, hold a Lemurian crystal in one hand and either a quartz crystal, amethyst, or another crystal gemstone in another hand. Then these are for the ones that work with earth and helping to heal the earth. Grab the Lemurian crystals, okay? Because we're going to be sending healing out even to earth. But I'm going to have us turn a little bit more inward. And when we get to that part, I will let you know when to pick up or put down your Lemurian crystal, because you don't sit with a Lemurian crystal when you're healing yourself. You don't sit with a Lemurian crystal when you're healing others. It's just for the earth. It's for Lady Gaia. It's for Mother Earth. The Lemurians placed these crystals. The Lemurian crystals are in the layer's crust, that first layer. And so when we're connecting with it, we're connecting with the earth. You see how it's like deep under the skin of the earth, so to speak, and really lightening that. That's why it works more powerful with the earth than for other people, even though it all offshoots and we all share, we're all connected. But it's just more powerful to utilize it in the right areas. Let me say that, okay? When it's focused. Yes, focused healing. Thank you. All right. Now that I've babbled on. So grab your crystals, one or two. Excuse me, the energy is already picking up. Whew. Okay. All right. So take deep breaths. And if you are not in a place where you can do this, please save this video and come back to it another time. I want you to stay safe. All right. So in a safe place. All right. Make sure your feet are on the floor, or that you feel your feet is grounded, connected into the earth. Right. Oh, flash. Okay. Yeah, see, look, it's already so powerful. All right, hold on. There we go. Woo! All right, power surge. Okay, so take some deep breaths. We're grounded. We're right here, right now, and we're all connected. Okay. All right. So here we go. Only peace, love, and harmony resides here in this sacred space. We're going to expand this sacred space out in all directions, dimensions, vibrations, and realms. Expanding peace, the love, the healing out globally around the earth. So grab your Lemurian crystals. Let's focus on the earth for a moment. Only peace, love, and harmony resides here. This fifth dimensional earth. All right. Woo, that's a nice burst. Okay, now put down your Lemurian crystals. All right. Now we're going to expand this energy out even further into the universe, into the cosmos. Only peace, love, and harmony resides here. Now we're going to come back fully into our bodies. Coming into the Sacred Heart Center. And you feel yourself at the door to your temple, the door to your Sacred Heart Center. Is it locked up tight like Goldylocks? Is the door open? Just pay attention. Is there a door? Pay attention to the opening of your Sacred Heart Center. Now pay attention to what's beside that opening, whether it's a door, a hole, whatever it is. What two sentient beings are standing there? It's your first impression, your first thought, the first thing that comes to you. First impression, whether you see it or not. What two sentient beings are there? Are they angels? Are they animals? Power animals? On a huge scale. Are they dragons? Are they unicorns? Are they huge crystals? What two sentient beings are protecting, standing guard at the entry of your Sacred Heart Center? Now, we drop in, go right in to beautiful Sacred Heart Center. Go in and there's beautiful golden white light everywhere. It's so bright, but it doesn't hurt your eyes. It's a very pleasant brightness. And you see your Merkaba shape spinning inside a crystal. It's encased in a crystal. In a crystal pyramid, there's a Merkaba. Now this crystal pyramid opens and you can feel this beautiful energies coming off of this spinning Merkaba, which Merkaba is an upside down pyramid, and the right side up pyramid joins together to look like a Star of David, so to speak. All right. So you see this Merkaba spinning beautifully, has a pink and just a slight tint of reddish and purple glow to it. This bright light is shining out in all directions. Feel it's the Cosmic Heart Center connecting with your Sacred Heart Center. Soul to soul. And connecting with this cosmic heart, we remember our divine blueprint. We remember who we are. And we can get back here anytime we want. Take some 3 deep breaths. Now standing in that Sacred Heart Center and with that connection, we're going to expand this love and light again. Pulsates out in all directions. through all time, dimensions, vibrations, realms. Releasing and resolving anything that is out of alignment, bringing it back to harmonious alignment. We are grateful for the sacred, sacred, sacred space. We are grateful for participating in this sacred, sacred, sacred circle. And we are grateful for being a guardian of this sacred, sacred, sacred space. Remember, remember, remember. Remember who you are. Now we're going to slowly, slowly just bring our awareness back to our whole body, completely, fully back into your body right here, right now. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingertips, scratch your head. If your crown itches, your third eye itches, maybe your sacred heart center, maybe you're just glowing right in here. Whoa. Just take a few moments to wow, that's powerful. You are the keepers. You are the guardians of sacred, sacred, sacred space. Your own and everyone around you. You signed up for this. If you're sitting right here in the sacred, sacred circle with us, whether live or archived, you are a guardian of the sacred, sacred space. Ooh. Oh. Make sure you're grounded because you're going to feel so flighty and so good and so fairies. Okay. Wendy, my crystal is hot. Yeah, I know, right? Mine's burnt. I had to let go of it for a minute. It was like it got so hot. Oh, yeah, I know, right? My cheeks, see, it's the whoop. Sarah, I couldn't fully do this right now, but I've listened. I've seen 2 sphinx protecting my sacred heart. Oh, I also heard angels singing. That's beautiful, Sarah. Yes, you can come back to this anytime. You can repeat this as much. Beautiful message meditation. Your cheeks are so red. Chris, and I'm freezing. And this was great. Chris, because you took off. You went, the angelic realm and space is cold. Yes. I know. It's like, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot. Oh my gosh. It's like you're cold, but your sacred heart center is like whoosh, fire. But it's good, right? Robin, this is great. Julia, thank you, thank you, thank you. And do this every time. This is why it's important to have an altar in your home. Someone in the home has to be the shaman. I talked about this, right? Has to be the guardian of the sacred, sacred, sacred space. Sacred 3 times. All right? It has to be. And it all starts at home. When you take care of your sacred space in here in your home, we can push that out in all directions, right? I'm freezing also. Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yay! Great, great. Great signs. Oh. So do this anytime. You can do morning, afternoon, night, whenever you feel you need to do this. And I do this several times a day. Used to be once a day, morning ritual, morning guardianship of the sacred circle. That's all I had to do was one time a day. And the last 2-3 years, it's been increasing. So I'm just going to go and do it whenever I feel it needs to be done. So, okay, Maureen, I saw Merlin and Mother Mary. Oh, that's beautiful. The magician, and Mother Mary. There's a lot of magic and alchemy with that. That's beautiful, Maureen. You understand that, right? The alchemist and Mother Mary. Oh, that's just beautiful. Whew, Chris, I saw a beautiful royal blue dragon and a pure white unicorn. Yay! Can you have different entities on either side? They have to be the same. No, they be different. They don't have to be the same. Nope. There's no rules to this. So they can be, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. Maureen, confused to see the two together. Not really. The most powerful men are connected to the feminine part of themselves, to the power of that feminine, because they know that, and females are the ones that can give birth. We're also the same ones that can create chaos in order to give birth. But you understand what I'm talking about. And Merlin is a very powerful alchemist, magician. And there's a lot of, Isis was a powerful alchemist. Alchemists understand the balance between the divine feminine and masculine, and divine masculine. So Merlin to use representing the divine masculine, and Mother Mary, the divine feminine. I hope that helps you, Maureen, okay? Wendy, I see a lion and a dragon. Woo! Powerful. Maureen, I would understand that as Merlin has and controls the magic, and Mary has and controls the spirit. That's what I mean. Yes. Thank you. And let's transform that word controls to command. All right. Control comes from here. Command center is the Sacred Heart Center. Command. The 10 Commandments. Command. All right, Robin, what do you think it means when someone that is alive here on earth comes to you when you meditate? Oh, they're given a message. It's like it's astral. Some people in dreams. Some people dream about having communications or a conversation with friends, and then the next couple of days, the friend either gets in contact with you or calls you, or it's not out of the blue. They're trying to contact you. It's the same thing when you meditate. We go into an astral plane, and there's messages that's held there. If someone puts out an SOS or, hey, I'm thinking about you, we know that. We have access to all of that. We have access to all that information, all those that have left a little Post-it note in the energy field, or who, hey, left a message, or I'm thinking of you, or maybe they're there with a message, okay? That's fine. We all leave our bodies. We've talked about this. And they can leave a message. Oh, all right, I'm astral traveling, but you're not. So I'm going to leave a message here. I'm going to leave an energetic Post-it note. Next time you meditate, you'll get the message. There you go, Julia. Astral texting. I love it. Yes. There you go, Julia. Julia yep, that's beautiful. She just coined a new term. Astral texting. Let's use this. That's great. I love it. So our souls are communicating. Absolutely, Robin. We are all connected and we all communicate. Some stronger than others, but absolutely. Isn't that beautiful? It really, really is. And here's something too, is that I have found that when you have someone that challenges you, and I don't want to say you think of them as an enemy, but you can be the best friends on the other side. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you. I'm going to make you a better version of yourself. And it's all love. It's all love. But we take everything so darn personal and get so offended so easy, instead of saying, this person's trying to teach me something. What's my lesson in all of this? If we stop and ask that instead of being offended over everything, we can learn and step more into our power and become even more empowered. Isn't that beautiful? It's so simple, but so hard too, isn't it? All right. Let's see, Julia, actors and actresses on the stage of life, then we leave the stage and all get along. Exactly, Julia. That's it. Wendy, I've been doing that for a while. Yes. It's beautiful. And all right, I have 5 minutes, but I'm still going to whip this out. We're going to expand time, contract time as we need to, whatever. All right. It's so interesting. I'm using Diane Cooper's Archangel Animal. Pull a card. And I was drawn to the animals, and then I didn't know we were going to do this meditation. I didn't know. All right. There it all is. I'm going to have to rewatch this just to see how it all went, because how it was orchestrated, because I don't know. Anyway, y'all said it was great. I know what I experienced. It's like, all right. Whew. Who wants to go first? Yeah, I know these great cards. Someone say, pull a card for me, and I'm going to pull an animal and angel card for you. And it's interesting. Me? Okay, Laura. Yay! Message for Laura. Nope, not this one. Hold on. Oh, Laura, you've got a lot of animals around you. Okay, this one is the one? Okay. Dove. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Archangel. I butcher names, Laura. You would know. BHOKPI. Bokfi. Archangel Bokfi. Anyway, here it is. Dove. That's your card. Isn't it beautiful? Most definitely you are a messenger of peace and harmony. And this is great validation for you, Laura. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, this is one that was the strongest. You had many, but that's the one that came forward. All right. That is beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to scroll back up here so I don't miss anyone. All right, so Maureen was next. Maureen. I'm still flying high. Maureen. Oh, Maureen. The panda. Stay balanced and in your essence. Archangels, Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. I've got 3 angels. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Mother Mary, and there's Archangels Mary. It's just that huge divine feminine. Oh gosh. Look at the panda. Mother and child. Stay balanced and in your essence. Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. I'll leave that with you, Maureen. Julia. Julia. Okay. A dolphin jumps out of the ocean for you right now and has a pearl. It's holding in its mouth and the tongue. There's a pearl. Whatever that means to you. It's a pearl that a dolphin is giving to you. That's now what is and a butterfly. Be ready to transform with wisdom. Archangel Priminilik. Butterfly. You are definitely in the transformation stage. Yay! And dolphins like you. You must have worked with dolphins in a past life, because every time it's always the water and then dolphins. All right. Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Tiger. Accept your magnificence. You're perfect just the way you are. Don't compare. Accept your magnificence, Archangel Raphael. Tiger. Look at that. big cats. I love the big cats. All right. Amy. Yes, of course. Amy. Ooh. Amy, probably can pull this card. There's a goat that shows up for you, and it's a mountain goat. And you have to, they are very smart and wise creatures, and they can, animals, I don't want to say creatures, animals, beings, and they're the ones that can climb the mountain, can go higher, that if you lose your footing, you catch yourself and keep going higher, higher, and higher. So even if you take a step or two back, you're going to keep going. That's that message is mountain goats are very sure-footed. Even if you ask a lot of questions, you're getting there. You're getting where you need to be. And what's another one for her? Is a cow. Look at that. All right. Give with unconditional love and grace. Archangels Raphael and Mary. Oh, that's beautiful. La, 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 la. All right. Chris. Chris. Oh, you got the bird. It's Kingfisher. Be patient and focused. It's Archangel Bokfi. I probably am sorry. But be patient and focused, Kingfisher. Yeah. Love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Full bird. Robin. Absolutely. Robin. Robin. Oh, Robin, you got the sheep. Okay. Act with fortitude and cooperation. Archangels Gabriel and Hope. Gabriel. Woo! Archangels Gabriel and Hope. Act with fortitude and cooperation. For Robin. Yep. Working with yourself for your highest and greatest. You're being pulled in directions to make some really serious choices here. Cooperate with your angels and your guides. They're pulling you in the right direction. Don't second guess. Wow. Okay. I had to come for you. Don't second guess yourself. And please don't stay in a situation for security on the physical plane, because where you need to be security energetically is so much better. Whew. All right. Windy. Windy. Oh, Windy, a rhinoceros. Be strong and courageous. Archangel Sandalphon and Roquiel. Oh. Be strong and courageous. Yes. Reminding you just to continue on. Okay? Oh, gosh. A beautiful, Julia, beautiful. My avatar is a dolphin. Beautiful, thank you. My avatar on here is a butterfly. Oh, it is, isn't it? Sarah, so beautiful. Thank you, sweetie. Chris, thank you. Chris, thank you. Amy, thank you. Who has been calling me? Wendy. Who has been calling you? Calling you energetically? Who's been calling you? That's something you're going to have to, because there's not just one. Yes, at night. On the phone or energetically? Anyway. All right. Yeah. Thank you. So true. Robin. Yes. And you are supported, Robin. Okay. Energetically, who's calling you? Wow. Okay, there's just so many. Quite honestly, that does call you. I see right now though the biggest first thing is spiritual teachers, is more teachers. There's still, we all learn. Okay, please know this. We go to the stargates to learn, and as well during sleep time we do so many things, and but the calling you is there's a group of teachers, because you are getting ready to step into, if you haven't already, a new skill, or there's something that you need to polish, there's something that needs to be done, and yeah, you're going to get more on that, whether in dream time, if you can remember, or sit in meditation and ask for them to come forward. I do feel like they are your spirit guides, of course, but you do have some teacher guides that are coming in. So there's something else that they are teaching you. It's an initiation. You have to finish something up. You're right at that phase, and there's an initiation, almost like an attunement, okay, that's going to take place here within the next 7 to 10 days. So try to remember your dreams. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in this week, and enjoy this high energy time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And be sure to tune in tomorrow. Join Patreon and join us tomorrow for our very first show debut, The Spiritual View, with Laura Romero, who is in chat. Yay! Laura Romero, Carolyn Carey, Reverend Brian Rawls, and myself tomorrow at 4 p.m. Many blessings to each and every one of you. And then after that, I'll be back on next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Many blessings. And remember, you are a guardian of your and this sacred, sacred, sacred space. You're one of the guardians. Yes. Peace be with you. Much love.